Have you driven in Cornwall?
We have, yeah. Well,
So-
I haven't. Max,
Right.
like, yeah.
I mean, Max, but I mean, I don't know how chilled Max is. I'm bad. So, like, we had, you know, that they've got the really narrow roads.
Yes.
And we were driving up. We got right the way through, and then there was a lorry coming the other way.
No.
And so I had to reverse. So I'm reversing through the thing. Genuinely,
Yeah.
I came so close to crying.
Yeah.
And then I just thought it's such an ick if I start crying while reversing.
It would be a
I know, I started out. We didn't have sex that week.
Yeah. What's up, guys? I'm Eve, and I'm going to be on the Romesh show.
It's the Romesh, Ranganathan show.
Oh, shut up, Romesh.
I'm going to do an intro. If
Okay.
you want to add anything,
Okay.
if you want to change my pronunciation, let me know.
No problem.
My guest today is a legendary double-Grammy winning rapper who has sold over 10 million records worldwide. She's also an actor and an Emmy-nominated TV host. A choir girl turned hip-hop powerhouse from Philadelphia. She's signed to the New York-based Ruff Ryders record label, quickly becoming its first lady and one of its breakout stars. Her debut album went straight to #1 on the Billboard 200 in the US. She went on to become one of the defining voices of late 90s and 2000s hip-hop, breaking beats and barriers with hits like Who's That Girl, Let Me Blow Your Mind and Gangsta Lovin'. Her platinum-selling second album Scorpion is celebrating its 25th anniversary, hitting over 1 billion streams worldwide. Give it up for the incredible Eve!
First of all, this is now my new intro for life. Before I step into meetings, I'm going to have people play this. This is like, that's the best intro ever.
Thank you.
No, it is. It's amazing. And do you know, I forgot that I have a second Grammy. So hearing it, I haven't heard that since I got the Grammy.
Of course,
so that's amazing.
Double Grammy.
Oh, man, I'm proud of myself.
Congrats, well done. You know, when you do stand up in America,
Yeah.
they always, so when the host America, I mean, you know this from living over here, the difference in attitudes between promoting yourself in America to Britain.
Yeah.
In America, you big yourself up. In Britain, you apologise, right? So when I went and did stand up in America, they'd go to me, "What do you want me to say about you before you come on?" And I go, "Nothing."
Right.
And they go, "No, but you got to, what credits? You know, what have you been?" And I go, "Don't say any of that. You're only going to raise expectations." Do you know what I mean? Whereas in America, it's like you're a cinema and
yeah.
In Britain, it's like he's going to try and shit some stuff out. He's really sorry. This is going to be slightly
true.
better than you staying at home.
Definitely a difference for sure.
Yeah.
I know. We're very loud and proud.
Have you picked up the British sensibility of?
I apologize a lot more than I ever did.
Yeah.
Ever. I'm a very, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So, yeah, I apologize a lot more.
The American thing in restaurants is pardon my reach. I never, you know, like
Yes.
serving staff, they always say, pardon my reach.
That's
Even when
true.
there's nothing to pardon. Even when their reach is completely acceptable.
No, it's so true. But why are they reaching so much? I feel
don't
like that
know.
doesn't happen here, actually.
No, they never reach.
They never
If
reach.
it's over there, put it there yourself. That's the British attitude. Now we've got gifts for you.
Oh,
Thank you so much for coming on the show. First of all,
thank you for having me.
You are a hip hop legend.
Oh, thank you. Thank
And
you.
we're all hip hop fans.
Thank you. But
apart
no,
from Will.
I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah.
Pointing people out. What do you listen to? No, I'm kidding.
Will is a hip hop fan. I just always like picking on him. Sorry, it's just because he look at his face. He's so cute, isn't he?
You
Do you know
are
what I mean?
very cute.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's great. You're like, you know, I think it's you're a legend. So it's an honour to have you. So we've got you a couple of gifts.
Oh, my
here.
goodness. Okay.
Ooh. This is personalised for you, so please take it out of the bag.
I'm liking the bottle.
Good.
Oh, and Fortnum and Mason is one of my. That's like my favorite place. Ah, stop playing. It's so sweet.
Yeah. Do you like that? It's a
I love it.
little message for you.
I really appreciate that.
Okay, and then this is your other gift.
Okay.
This is.
Not gonna drink that.
We've heard you like this.
Oh
so
my God, I'm scared. What? These are amazing. I love snacks. You know what? My husband is gonna. It's the first thing I do when I
Right.
go into a hotel.
What's that?
I look at the bathroom and the snacks.
Yeah.
I swear to God, it's literally this is the most. I love this so much.
Do you really? And it's got the Tony. Do you like the Tony's chocolate?
I do love Tony's.
Tony chocolate only?
Thank you.
Yeah, good. You're very welcome.
I'm going to use this bag. I'm going to dump these out. I'm going to eat these
Yeah.
in one day.
Yeah,
and then I'll use the bag for other things.
Don't dump them out.
No, I don't mean dumping them. I'll eat them. And then I love that. Thank you. I love
good.
both my gifts.
I'm glad.
Thank
I'm glad.
you so
That's
much, guys.
obviously that's just for the podcast, but please do give that back before you leave. No, they're for you to keep. Now you've just got a Grammy.
Yeah.
26
27.
27 years.
26 or 27.
So
like that.
but can I just say, this is one of my favourite hip hop songs of all time. You're on the Roots song, You Got Me.
Yes.
You already got a Grammy for Let Me Blow Your Mind. Why have you only just got a Grammy for You Got Me?
Well, when I did that record, I think I was 17.
Right.
Yeah, I was like 17. I wasn't signed. I was just the girl in Philly that rapped. Like, I've known the Roots since I was like 14 years old. 13, I used to go to their concerts. And they knew that I rapped and they needed a girl in the song. So when I got on the song, they were already huge. But I'd gotten signed probably months after that. Like, the song blew up. But nobody thought to go backwards. They didn't think to get in contact with me. I think I was on such a trajectory at the time. I was so crazy. I just didn't think about it.
So was it like pop into the studio, you're up and coming, we need somebody who can do this verse, you went in and did it, and it's like a casual rather than like an official, my team get in touch with your team, you just dropped in and did it.
No, I didn't have a team either, which
right,
I think, listen, love the Roots, and I know they got a lot of backlash about this once I got the Grammy. I think it was just the time.
Yeah.
I was a girl who wasn't signed. Jill Scott originally was on that record as well, but but Erykah Badu replaced her in the sense that, it was just the time. It was just the time. So nobody ever got in touch with me. And I never made it to the video. I was supposed to be in the video. And no one knows what happened with that. I got the wrong address or something. I don't know.
Interesting.
So it was all very just slightly shady, and I'm not blaming the Roots per se. I think it might have been, listen, they were artists. It could have been the label.
Sure.
But yeah, I deserved that Grammy.
So how did it come about that you ended up getting it then?
Well, I was on a podcast 2 years ago. Like 2 years ago. Shout out to Ebro in New York. And he kept bringing it up. And I kind of was like, listen, it's squashed. Me and Questlove had a conversation, leave it alone. And then he kept bringing it up. And then I got mad. And I was like, yeah. And then the Grammy Association got in contact and was like, we want to give you this Grammy. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. Yeah. So they kind of got in touch.
So you're on this podcast. Is there a third Grammy that you haven't got that we could try and...
I know. Yeah, I know. Let me think about it.
Just have a think as we're chatting. And then if we can sort out an award...
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
We'd love to do that. It's better than some chocolate and the champagne.
No, this is all good.
Okay, great. Now, as I said, you're an icon, a legend.
Thank you.
But if we can take it back to the beginning.
Yes.
What was... you talked about going on You Got Me and you were just an up-and-comer or whatever, and then you've obviously gone on to do such incredible things. What were your aspirations at the beginning? How did you first get into music? How did it all come about?
I mean, I've been writing music and like poetry since I was like 11 or 12. I thought I'd be a singer. I was like in the choir and all that stuff. I played the violin. Like, I was just one of those kids that couldn't sit still. And then I decided to start rapping. And by high school, by like 15, I said to my mom, like, Mom, I hope you're not gonna be disappointed. I don't want to go to college, university. I just want to pursue my music. I just knew that I had to do it. And that was it. And I did everything I could. Like, I pawned things to get on the train to go to New York to like drop off my demo tape and like all that stuff. And I just knew I had to be in this business.
But looking back on it now, obviously you go, that was a great decision.
Yeah.
But the truth of it is, it's so unlikely that you're going to make it.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So what did your family say when you said to them that this is what I'm going to do?
I mean, my mom, I have to say, has always been my rock. She definitely didn't know about the times I was pawning stuff and getting on the train and just going up to New York. 100%. She definitely didn't know about that. But anytime I had a show in Philly, anytime I had like, I did all the talent shows, especially when I was younger. She was just really supportive. She's always been super supportive.
But when you started, everybody's trying to become a rapper, right?
Everybody.
So what did you...
But there weren't many girls.
Okay.
So I will say that. So like in my high school everybody knew that I was Eve with the blonde hair that rapped. That was my full name.
Right.
But I would battle anybody. Like I would battle the Jamaicans in patois. Like I was dedicated to the cause of being in entertainment. So people always thought I was Jamaican, which is why I always say I'm such a Jafakan. But yeah, I just knew it though. There was no other plan for my life. Like
Right.
I don't know why. It was there. That was it. That was it.
We had Bryan Cranston on the podcast,
Oh,
and he
yeah.
was talking about acting.
Yeah.
And he said sometimes young actors will say to him, what should I have as my plan B?
Yeah.
And he said, if you're coming into acting and you want a plan B,
Yeah.
you shouldn't be in acting.
Love that.
This should be your only plan.
I love
you should
that.
be so desperate to do this.
Yep.
There is no backup plan.
I love that because that's exactly how I felt. The only time when I sort of made a backup plan is when I'd gotten out of high school. I'd been out of high school like a year and a half. And I told myself if I wasn't signed by 17, then it wasn't meant for me. Like I had this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And 17 had come and gone. And I was like, I guess I'm going to go to NYU. And I had a friend there and I called her and I was like, because I love special effects makeup. That's like another thing that I just love. I always have. And I was like, I'll go to school for makeup or, whatever. And literally by the end of that week, I think it was like a Monday, Tuesday, by the Friday, I was in an audition for Dr. Dre. Like literally the universe was like, no. Like it was like, wow.
So how did that come about?
So my manager at the time was like the neighborhood drug dealer. And
Cool. Those are the best managers.
They're
by
the
way.
best managers. Listen, they hustle.
Shout out, Flo.
They get stuff done.
Make good margins.
I mean, they make good margins. I will say this: he was moving out of it. You
Sure.
know, he was
Yeah.
getting his life together.
That's what he said.
But he had another artist that was doing really well already. So I trusted him. So I don't know how this came about for him, but Dr. Dre's right-hand man happened to be in Philly. And my manager called me like, hey, we got this one opportunity. You need to come rap for this dude. And I was like, yeah, all right. Like, I think I was kind of deflated by then. I was like, I'm over it.
You were almost giving up at this
I was almost
stage.
giving up because
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going to NYU now. I'm going to do special effects makeup. And
Yeah.
it didn't happen. And I go and I rap for this dude. At my drug dealer's house, not my drug dealer,
Yeah.
my manager.
Yeah. A drug dealer, allegedly.
And yeah, he literally called Dr. Dre right there. He was like, we found our girl, like right after I finished. And I was like,
So
yeah.
going into that,
Yeah.
because you'd sort of gone, I'm going into special effects makeup.
Yeah.
Do you reckon that helped in terms of
Yes.
the pressure?
100%.
If all of your eggs were in that basket, or whatever.
100%. Because I was like, how many times have I auditioned already?
Yeah.
How many times have people said no? Why is this going to be any different? I'm still going to rap. I'm still do my thing because that's what I do.
Yeah.
But I didn't have the expectation. Yeah.
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 And so you're able to just sort of get in the pocket.
Oh,
whatever,
yeah.
and-
Yeah.
And then that must have felt incredible, right?
Well, once he called Dre, I was like, is that him for real? Hello? Yeah, once that happened, I mean, he called Dre and I was packing my bags to go do a demo in LA like 4 days later. And that was like, wow, this is crazy.
But then you have to go and then meet Dre.
I have to go meet Dre. I had to go in the studio and do a new demo for Dre. And one of the songs actually wound up on this movie, this old movie called Bullworth. He put
Yeah.
it on the soundtrack and I was like, this is insane. Like insane.
So there's stories of like there's an interview with Exhibit where Exhibit talks about, I can't remember what song, I think it might be Multiply.
Okay.
Where Dre made him redo the opening bar for that like 400 times or something like that because he was like, you haven't got the intonation right. And then
Yes.
I know Snoop's talked about the fact that Dre's really particular about how to do certain things. Is that your experience of working
Of
with him?
course it is. Yeah. Yes. For me, it was the word block on
Right.
Satisfaction.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm saying block. I can hear me saying it. Everybody else can hear it. And he was like, you're not saying it the way I need you to say it. And as soon as I got it, I heard what he heard. And that's what makes him great because it was so simple, but so pivotal to how this next part worked. I was like, how the hell did you hear that? But yeah, he made me, I think 25 times I probably did it.
That's the thing about, like people say about, Dre has got some sort of vision, right? That
It's insane. Yeah.
It's like some next, because also you think about it, like so many times when you hear about particularly hip hop records being made, somebody comes in, they spit the verse, it's done, right? If they haven't messed it up, then it's done.
That's it.
Had you ever encountered somebody that worked like that had to get it? I mean,
not in that way. I would say like Swiss is the same. Swiss is a freaking perfectionist in his own way. It's his vibe is different, and you don't leave until it's right. But it's just different. With Dre, I've never worked with someone. You know, it might be about the beat. Whereas for him, the words are part of the beat as well. It's not just the drums. It's like, how are you saying this word? How is the melody flowing out of you? It's not in that way, no.
Yeah. So how were you saying block and how were you supposed to say it?
I mean, now, however, you got to play the song to hear it.
Right, okay.
Because now when I perform it, I don't say it. I still don't say it. When I perform it, I say it how I say it. So like he won that round.
Are you nervous that one day you're going to see him in the crowd? He's like, that's not how you say block.
I'd be so mad. I mean, we used to really, he used to get on my nerves, and to a point where but it would bring the best out of me. Like he would never let me leave the studio. I used to hate writing choruses, and for like Blow Your Mind, if I hadn't stayed there and wrote Blow Your Mind, that whole song I won a Grammy for, I can say that. Like he would not let me leave. He was like, you can just do it, stop being lazy. And I'm like, I'm not lazy. You know what I mean? I'm like, I write rhymes. But if he hadn't kept me there, you know, so yeah.
And then when you were starting out, was like, did you the fact that, you know, Dre's right-hand man picked you up straight away, then you're doing a demo, Dre's picked you up, you know, you're on the path.
Yeah.
Did you, when you were starting out in Philadelphia, were you different to I mean, I know you said you were there weren't a lot of female rappers, but was there must have been some. So what set you apart, do you think? Do you have an idea?
I think Philly at that time was so what I like to call kind of backpack crunchy hip hop. Right. Which I love now because I'm old and I respect it. But when I was younger, I'd be like, oh my God. Like, you know, Tribe Called Quest, I loved. Roots, I loved. But I still was like, that's not my hip hop.
Got you.
I was a battle rapper. I was a street rapper. Like I was literally on the corner in a cypher. Like, and I do think that's a little bit of what made me different because I leaned more into what the guys were doing opposed to like being this like neo soul hip hop girl. And I think it was a lot of that thing in Philly. So maybe that was it. You know, I definitely was a tomboy. I was like, I rolled like the dudes. Like I'm in here. Like you're not gonna treat me like, yes, I'm a girl, but I'm not good for a girl. Like, so I don't know if it was that kind of thing, just having like the feisty attitude. Yeah, I don't know. And the fact that I was a Jafaican, you know, my patois was really good. Like, I listened to my Buju Banton tape all the time, so I got my patois right. So I don't know. Yeah.
So did you, now when you listen to all your records, your voice is so distinctive.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of the time, I don't think people who don't listen to hip hop people always talk about singing voices, but rapping voices is important too, right? You know, you sort of think there's certain people that you think your voice was built for rapping. Do you know what I mean? Like, that is, I think, you know, DMX is a great example
100%.
of that, right? He was almost like that guy was designed in a lab.
Was he going to be singing?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Well, I didn't mind his Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
I know, because it was nice, but yeah, come on.
Yeah. So, but your voice is like that. Is that something you had to work out, or do you think that just comes to you? Or what?
I think, no, that's something that it's grown over the years. So like when I listen to myself, when I'm younger, of course, I'm like, oh, wow. I don't think it was something that was designed in a way. I think it was just something that started growing because like when I got with Rough Ryders, like I said, I was kind of this battle rapper. I had to learn how to write records. I had to learn how to write songs. I didn't know how to do that. I knew how to write 16 to 24 bars and go hard, you know, but I didn't know how to write songs. So that changed a bit. Then working with people like Dr. Dre, that changed a bit. You know, people telling me you need to slow down a little bit, just bring it back a little bit. So it kind of just happened. It's funny, the voice thing. I had to go in and redo satisfaction for a dance track like a few years ago. And the guy who recorded me, actually, before I even went in the studio, he was just like, hey, so listen, because you're older, your voice probably it's not the same. So we'll just have to go in and out. And, I'll punch you in and out, meaning, he'll record me a bit and he'll bring me back. I was like, okay, bet. And when I went in and I did the whole verse, he was like, oh, wow, you sound exactly like you used to. And I'm like, well, it's so important for me when I'm on stage that people have that same experience. I don't know why, but for me, I'm like, I want to take you back to what you love about me, what you remember about me. So it's really important that my voice stays a certain way.
Well, you're you talked about, performing live. Obviously, we share a DJ,
Yes.
Martin Too Smooth.
Martin Too Smooth.
Now, Martin, obviously, he's a deeply enthusiastic guy, full stop.
He's great.
But he talks about how amazing your live shows are.
He's so nice.
I mean, it's sort of arrogant. He's part of them, but
he's great. He helps the show.
Well, the funniest thing about Martin is, when he did the verses.
Oh yes.
And then everybody, I don't know. Do you know about the memes that went round about him?
No.
So when because obviously Martin is a London guy, right? Mm-hmm. So everybody sees Eve doing the verses.
That's so funny.
And they're expecting an American guy. And there's around the time of your verses, there's loads of photos of Martin, and it's just like, let's bloody bounce.
No.
People were not expecting your DJ to have an English accent.
No, I know. That was a few people said to me like, oh, I was not expecting that. I'm like, I do live here, guys. Like, this is my home.
But
That's
the thing
so
is,
funny.
The thing is, like, I think, as a hip hop fan who, when I go to live shows, obviously when you're into that group, you're already converted, right? Yep. But sometimes you take other people with you. And I think sometimes hip hop live, it does not represent what you hear on the record enough, right?
100%.
And obviously you're friends with the Roots. The Roots are incredible live.
They're insane.
They're one of the best live bands.
I agree.
But so many times I've taken friends to a hip hop show and it's just been, it doesn't sound like they've sound checked or anything like that.
I know.
Your attitude to that is completely different, right?
Hell yeah. I hate when there's muffled sound. I hate when it's like, guys, where are the... And I'm going to tell you, I fought it for years. I used to hold the mic like this, you know. I used to scream into the mic because I'm like, I have to, I used to have only monitors on the stage, which also you're competing with yourself because the monitors are on stage. That's why I'm screaming. Yeah. So it took for some road managers to be like, hey, why don't we try some in-ears? Like, you're a bit screechy. Yeah. And I fought it for years. It was the best thing I ever did. I started doing my sound checks. Best thing I ever did. It doesn't hurt to get some cardio in, guys. You got a show, you know what I mean? If the show's longer than 30 minutes, you might need to work out a little bit. So you're doing cardio
to prepare for your shows?
Absolutely. 100%.
Really?
Yes. I eat different and everything.
Really?
Like, oh my God. Well, this because, I'm 40 plus now.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean? So
allegedly.
So I for me, a show is so important. I don't want to feel winded because if I feel winded, then my energy goes down, which then affects the energy of the crowd. Like, I think about this so hard. It's like, but I want all of us to have a good time, not just you out there. I want to have a good time too. I've been singing these songs for 25 years. Like, it needs to be fun for me. So I'm really, really particular.
Do you think that's why the longevity's happened? Because
I think it helps.
100%. You sort of talk to anybody that's been around for the amount of time that you have, and they see it as like they take it seriously, right?
You have to, though. Like, we had those times when we were young and just coming out of somebody's basement and doing a talent show or your first few shows when you're in your young 20s. You don't know about that. But, I've been able to perform some really incredible places. And, we talked about the corporates. They don't want me screaming at corporates, honey. And also I like for my shows to go bigger and bigger, and I like to think outside the box, and I don't know. And festival life, like, I love festival life. I just started kind of getting into festivals, and you kind of have to be good. You kind of like, come on, you're part of somebody's good time.
And also you're cutting through to people that might necessarily come into this being a fan, right?
100%.
So
100%. Or they might know maybe they know one record. And that's something I always have said. If you show up and you're not a fan of mine, you're going to leave a fan of mine.
Yeah.
That is big for me. Like, you'll like me after. You'll look me up after this. 100%. Yeah.
Whereas my thing is, even if you do know me, this could put you off. That's what my festival performances are like.
Never.
Now, congratulations, because Scorpion, your iconic second album, has just turned 25. How does that feel?
It's nuts. It's actually very crazy to me. Yeah. Yeah.
Like when that album obviously has got an incredible legacy.
Yeah.
What sort of happened to you after that album came out? Because it's huge, right?
Yeah, that was a big deal. That was the album that, it was the second album. So people were like, can she make it happen again? Will we still be interested? Like we were the first. Like there was so much pressure. And then we got, the big singles like Who's That Girl? Blow Your Mind helped a lot, of course. But then that's the album that opened up fashion to me. I was going to runway shows then. I was on top 40 radio stations then. I'd never done that before. So it opened up a whole new lane, especially obviously doing the song with Gwen. But it was a whole new life after that.
That takes you to the mainstream outside of hip hop. So then you've got non-hip hop fans who are suddenly becoming Eve fans.
Yeah.
Did that change your experience of like PR and performances and stuff like that? Like what was the effect of that?
It changed it in the sense of definitely performances, definitely also PR in the sense of like late night started calling, know, and late night those TV shows, that's huge. Morning shows started calling. That's like, oh, okay. And this is before that was really happening for hip hop, so yeah, life was a bit different. Yeah.
And then when you get put into an environment, for example, a late night show. Yeah. That's not a hip hop environment. No. And so what's your attitude towards like conforming to that space, or do you make the space conform to you? Like what was kind of your attitude towards that?
I don't think I thought about it that much because I was so young. I think I had the right team around me at the time to be like, hey, these are the things we need to be doing to make this go right. My manager at the time had come out of the Will Smith camp. Like he knew all the stuff you're supposed to do if we want longevity, and my PR was amazing. So I think I had a great team at the time because if it was just on me, no, I would not have known how to do any of that stuff. Yeah. No.
I mean, you had a massive impact.
Thank you.
There's a lot more female rappers now than when you were coming through.
Yeah.
What was the relationship with you and other female rappers around at the time like? Were you all kind of supportive or?
Pretty much. I really was lucky. I mean, there's only one person I can say that maybe, but didn't matter. Me and Kim had a moment of something, and then
a moment of something
that was just an industry thing though. It wasn't like us. It was more like there can only be one, It was more that industry thing. And then we had a dinner. We sat at a dinner, at a MAC Cosmetics dinner across from each other and fell in love with each other. Like it was like, oh, once we talked, it was fine. But Missy was amazing. Trina was amazing. And even for me, like I got to see like Queen Latifah, like those were my heroes, Salt and Pepper, whenever I got to meet these women. And a lot of the times we were at the same things or, they were in different genre, I guess different era. Yeah. But, award shows, things like that, we would see each other. And yeah, I was fine. I think too, because I was a tomboy. Like I am obviously a girl, but I've never been like that jealous girl. I've always been very like, oh my God, I love you. Like I was such a nerd when I got in the industry.
But the thing is like with hip hop, because hip hop changes so quickly. Yeah. I talk to rappers from I guess who started around the same time as you and before, and their attitude towards people coming through is not that support. They feel like it's changing the way they don't like. Yeah. But you didn't feel that from those artists in the era before you.
Some of them, yes. I felt it more, if I really think about it, I felt it more from the exec side. I really did. I felt it more from these people who sat in these rooms who were supposed to be A&R and like all that kind of stuff. I used to feel it more from them than I did from the actual, once we hung out and once we could talk to each other, there was no issue, you know? It was them pitting us against each other more than anything.
Well, that still happens now, doesn't it? In terms of like whenever a female rapper kind of make, the whole Nicki and Cardi thing and all of that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
That thing that, you said the exact words, there can only be one.
Yeah.
That's still true now, isn't it?
And it's so stupid. It's so dumb. Like there's too many men. God bless all the men, whatever, but
God bless them.
God bless them. But, there's too many of them.
Yeah.
And I don't ever see them being like, there can only be one. I mean, I'm sure some of them act like that, but I wouldn't be surprised. But with the women, I don't know why there always has to be this one. I mean, there's so many different types of women and voices that need to be represented. And I do thank God we're at that space now where there are so many different types of female rappers out. Yeah. I think you guys in the UK always had like lots of female rappers before we did.
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah. But I mean, it feels like one of the things that I think, and I don't want to talk about the you being a female the whole time, but like one of the things that I think is, one is like the attitude that there can only be one, and then also men or the press seem to have a real problem with how women represent themselves, and so like as soon as the press or even male rappers think that somebody's being overly sexual, then it's a problem. Do you know what I mean?
Insane, because have you heard some of these lyrics coming from some of these dudes? Like, are you crazy? Some of the stuff I hear? Like, and I'm not approved, but yo, calm down. Wow. Like, and and some of the females are not for me. I'm not gonna lie. There's a few of them, but because I am a woman, I'm still gonna wave the flag for all my women. Like some of that stuff, I don't put it on to listen to it, but I'm gonna support it. Some of it's not for me. I have a kid. Some of that stuff I'm never gonna play for my child. Yeah. But I'm just, we do need representation. All girls, child, all the chicks. We all need representation.
Now we've got a question from my mother for you.
What?
It's on voice note. I've not heard this. I have to say this every time. I've not heard this question.
Yes.
So I just want to distance myself from it in advance.
Oh my God.
Hi. This is Shanthi, Romesh's mom. You are such a gorgeous, talented lady. Romesh loves hip-hop. And I know he will be nervous and starstruck because he's a big fan of yours. Do you think you are more confident on stage or in real life? Love to know. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye.
Your mom
that's
sounds so
a nice
sweet.
question.
That's a very good question.
Yeah, she's great in a voice note.
Rude. That's a really good question.
Well done, Mum.
I always say I am definitely probably more confident on stage. I'm awkward in real life situations, like doing stuff like this where there's banter, how you guys say banter, and being able to kind of showcase, I guess, personality in a way. It's still kind of awkward. When I'm on stage, I'm so sure of myself.
Right.
Also, it's the only time in my life that I feel I'm in my body and in the moment. I live in my head, and it's the only time where I'm just there. And I call it my superhero suit. Like when I throw my superhero suit on, the different wig color comes on. Like it's just the whole thing. It's the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you can't tell me anything. Like one thing I know of myself is I'm a great performer. I know this. Don't care.
God, that's good. But you've done so many interviews now, right?
Yeah, I mean,
I know it's still even this chat is performative, right? Like
it's not performative in that way. When I say like where I'm able to, I've learned how to be more of myself
in these kind of situations. Got you.
I've learned how to be more of myself. I think before I was a little more polished because I was on a talk show and you answer a certain way, and that and I used to I have I've done shows and done TV or movies. Yeah. But I think as I get older, I do allow more of myself to come out. Yeah. But it is awkward. It is awkward just being yourself.
Yeah, I know. It is awkward. And also, it's on podcasts, you can say stuff you regret or whatever. It's just horrendous. I mean, the amount of stuff I've said that could be fucking career ending.
Oh no!
Yeah, genuinely. I mean, you've got enough to end me.
Oh my god!
Probably. There's enough for it to be over. If I piss these guys off,
oh god,
they could end me. But the consequence is they'd be ending themselves.
This is true.
Because I'm all they've got.
Oh god.
Now you're going to go, when you're going on tour, you're going to go on tour again?
I'm going on tour. I have some shows through the summer, like festival stuff, and then we're going to do a tour in October, I believe. Yeah. But like 16 shows just to celebrate the 25th anniversary all over Europe. I'm looking forward to it. It kind of is a nice way to wrap it up.
Are you going to play the album through, or what's the show going to be? No,
I'm not going to play the album through because also some people ain't there for the album, John. You know what I mean? Again, I want to give people a good experience, and I can't stand when people do that. So, yes, I'm going to probably play songs that I've never played, maybe a few, but that's it. And the rest will just be for me because it's fun for me to do, you know?
It is. As an audience member, when you go and it's just the album.
No, I wouldn't do that.
You know when your friends are going, do you think they'll play this? You go, no, because it's not on the album. And you go, do you reckon they'll do this one? You go, no, it's not on the album.
No, I'm not doing that.
What is on the album, man?
The one song. The one.
Now, you're doing a London date as well, 2nd of November.
Yes.
Forum, Kentish Town.
Yes, I'm glad you know that because I forgot.
London audiences, how do they compare to European? European audiences are...
different. It's also different in different places. Yeah. Like Germany loves hip hop.
Yeah.
Loves hip hop. France loves hip hop as well, but they're also a little more subdued. It's different.
London's shit.
London's great. No.
Oh, sorry, great. It's great.
What?
Sorry. It's great. It's great.
I've never had a bad London show. So, London's great. London's amazing. Yeah. It's going to be good.
But London audiences, they're more reserved, right? Or are they not?
Maybe not hip hop. I feel like.
Okay, fine.
Maybe not hip hop.
Maybe just comedy. How do you feel like performing today? Is it the same as performing back then, or like when you're first coming out? Or
no, it's different. I feel more freedom performing now because I'm not trying to sell. I'm not trying to sell the current album. I don't have to hit any quotas for
So there's a purity
label.
to it,
There's
right?
a purity to it. Like, that's true. That's a perfect way to say it. It's like how before I was signed, I would just write songs and be like, whatever. I can now just perform and it's really, really nice. Yeah.
And are you're doing festivals?
Doing festivals through the summer. Not a ton because I went on tour all last summer with Nelly and Ja Rule, and so this summer I want to hang out with my family a little more and do some vacations. So just a few weekends here and there.
When you do festivals, you go and see other people. You can be honest, yeah.
It depends, though. I will say this.
Yeah.
When I had a show, my last few shows were in Australia last year.
Yeah.
And it was myself and like Mariah Carey and Pitbull and a few people. I did go because I wanted to see Mariah. I do love her. And Pitbull. I did watch Pitbull. Yeah, but not often. Because sometimes I just want to get home. I'm done. I did my job.
I get it.
You know what I mean? Like,
I get it.
Few drinks in the back. My team is great. I love hanging with my team. I must say, I actually do have such an amazing team that we just kind of hang out. And then I'm like, you're hungry? Should we go?
I'm going to be honest with you. When I've done festivals doing stand-up, sometimes I'm in the car as the crowd are leaving the tent. Genuinely. You know, in and out.
Sometimes you've done what you're contract like.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? Yeah. I think sometimes it's funny. I do have some friends that will come and hang out, and that's different. Like, people are like, oh, I'm coming to see you. And you're like, oh, and they're like, don't you want to stay? Don't you? And I'm like, no, this is my office, essentially. Like, you know what I mean? I'm at the office right now. Like, so it's funny. I don't know.
But also, I don't want to bump into anybody that's seen my set.
Why?
Because I'm so, I'm such a narcissist that anything they say, I will take in a negative way.
I guess I don't know. Is it, I guess as a comedian, people they come up to you and talk about what you've said.
Yes, correct, yeah.
See, that doesn't happen on in music. Like if people say, oh, that was, Yeah, I mean, usually you don't get, that was such a shit performance, hopefully.
Yeah.
But usually it's just like, oh, hey, can I get a picture? And then keep it moving or whatever. But they don't ever bring up what happened just then.
No.
So that would stress me out.
Ja Rule and Nelly, what was it like being on the road with them?
Oh my God. I have to say, I did watch some of their show. Not always, but because there's so many hits.
Yeah.
There's so many hits. And obviously, it was the soundtrack to a lot of my life. Lots of Ja songs, lots of Nelly songs, and really good shows. I was really impressed. Like, really impressed. And it was nice to be on a show. And I think it was Nelly's 25th anniversary he was doing.
Yeah.
It was actually really good. We had a really good time. And it was nice to see us all as adults because we have definitely all seen each other in debauchery and weed smoke. You know what I mean? Like, we've all been, because we all basically came up at the same time. So we were definitely in the clubs and hanging out. So it was nice to see that people had their children on the road, you know?
But I mean, Ja Rule, Nelly and Eve, that's a hell of a night out.
Oh, it was a good show. It was, honestly, it was such a great vibe. And everywhere we went, it was so good. The New York show, of course, was insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, because they brought Shanthi out as well.
Yeah.
Like, come on. It was good.
Are you going to be doing any upcoming shows with other people, any upcoming collaborations?
Well, I mean, we're talking about possibly reimagining some stuff for the 25th anniversary, but we don't want to push it because at the same time, you know, those songs are what they are, and I don't know. Only we are going to experiment, and if it comes out right, you'll hear it.
Okay.
Basically.
So there'll be some potential experiments, but we won't hear any of the failures.
If it's shit, no. Yeah. No, you won't hear it. Yeah.
How across the UK music scene are you? Like, are you a fan of anybody?
Yeah, I mean, I do listen to. I mean, I go back and forth between like the R&B and I mean, Joy Crooks is amazing.
Yeah.
Of course, Ray is insane.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all insane, but you know, Ray. I love Ray's trajectory. I love her story, and she just deserves where she is.
Well, the story with her is that she was trying to be forced in a certain direction, right? And she was just like, "Fuck you, I'm going to do what I want to do."
Thank God she did it.
I know.
And thank God she did it because they were trying to push her into that like R&B kind of thing.
Yeah, sort of their kind of pigeonhole version of what they wanted her to do. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, Central C is really dope, and Stormzy, and like, I mean, there's a lot of really great music here. Dave, like, there's so much good music. Yeah. As we
keep saying, you're a hip hop legend.
I appreciate
we
that.
We all think that, except for Will. But you're also a polymath because you do acting as well.
Yeah, true.
How did the acting thing come about?
That was also a strategic plan from my manager at the time. He was like, longevity.
Yeah.
And I kind of was like, it was that time when every rapper was in a movie, like Ludacris was in a movie and Busta Rhymes was in a movie and everybody else. And I was like, bro, I don't want to just be the rapper in the movie. But then I said, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right. And I started taking acting classes. Yeah. That teacher said to me was, you know, every time you do a video, you're basically acting.
Yeah.
And I was like, duh, got it. And then I was like, if I read a script, and this is when I did my TV show, and I was like, if I read a script that talks to me, I will do it. And then it just went off from there.
So what was your first kind of foray into it? My
first actual role was Triple X. It was not supposed to be my role.
Right.
I was in the first Triple X for like 2.5 seconds.
Yeah.
And it was because another rapper was sick. So basically they called my manager, was like, I think it was supposed to be Ludacris in there or something.
Right.
And they were like, yo, is Eve in town? I was like, he said, yeah, come do this movie with Vin Diesel. And I was like, okay, cool. So I was not supposed to do that.
Come do this movie with Vin Diesel. I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, well, I didn't know who he was at that time.
Oh, shit, really?
I didn't have a clue who Vin Diesel was. I was like, all right. I knew Samuel L. Jackson was in it. And I was like, oh, cool, Samuel Jackson. I didn't know who Vin Diesel was. Like, I don't know. And then Samuel Jackson, actually, I remember he got mad at me because I was so nervous. I'd obviously never been on set. I kept cursing, and it was a PG-13 movie, and he was like, stop cursing. And I was like, from Samuel Jackson? Wait, that's weird. Like, I remember him being like, you can't curse. And I'm like, oh God. He was like, because I kept messing up, but I was so stressed.
But if you've done no acting, and then you're on a movie set.
Come on,
like,
thank you.
It's a visceral overload, right?
It's insane. Once I saw how big it was, I did not know who Vin was, but when I got on that set and saw how big the budget was, I was like, you guys are professionals. like, this is crazy. There's a lot of money on this.
Yeah.
So, it stressed me out. I was stressed. But then after that, I needed that experience because my next movie role was Barbershop.
Yeah.
So, and that was really fun. I still was stressed, but Ice Cube was cool. He was very calm all the time, and I realized it was because he was smoking so much weed.
Okay.
And he was chill.
And would you say that's a good tip for actors coming through?
I would say do what makes you feel good. No, I'm kidding. You know what's also crazy, and don't do this either, but I was so nervous to go into the audition for Barbershop that my acting coach took me to get a glass of white wine. That's how I nailed it, because they asked me to improv. And because I had that little bit of white wine, I was loose,
Yeah.
If I hadn't had that, I probably would not have been able to improv.
Do you know, like the most annoying, like one of the most annoying things about the way we are built is that as soon as you really want something to go well, your body produces a set of chemicals to stop that happening.
Why is that?
It's so wild. If you go, so I sort of think about all of the opportunities like that I've had where I've sort of been, if I get this, great, but if I don't, it's fine.
You get it.
You're so chill in the thing.
Why is that?
And then as soon as you go, this would be really good if I get it, you become an absolute dick.
I know. It's like you've never said words before.
I know. It's so mad,
Why
right?
do we do that?
I don't know. It's the opposite of what you need.
Well, you know what it is? If we talk, I guess, evolution, I guess it's the fear of running from the tiger, and we haven't gotten that far from it.
I guess.
And our brain's keeping us safe, which is bullshit.
Yeah.
In this time. I mean, it's not bullshit. Keep me safe. But you know what I mean.
Yeah, but don't keep me safe from a film.
I know, but fear is fear.
I know. We haven't.
But don't drink wine also before auditions.
Yeah, sure.
I guess.
Sure.
Or do.
Were you able to get comfortable when you were doing Barbershop?
I was. The first one I had my coach with me, which also helped. And she was just great. And also Cube was amazing. Like Cube would just give us advice, and that was nice. And so did Cedric the entertainer. So people obviously who have been in it, everybody was so welcoming that it helped a lot. Yeah.
And were you able to, because it's that thing, isn't it, of being able to perform in a way that you cease to be aware of the cameras and everything, and you're just doing your thing.
Yes.
That takes a while to do.
That takes a while. That does. It takes a while. But I will say this, being on sets now, that is up to the environment that the director sets and the DP. Honestly, it's truly that. It's up to what that energy starts off as. Because if people are, and I've been, even on video sets, I've been on sets with people who are a bit hectic anyway. Yeah. And then you can't relax at all. So it's up to what they set, that energy they set. Yeah.
And what do you want to do more? You want to do more acting?
I am coming back to it. I said no for a minute because I was on a show called Queens for Disney. Yeah. Which is an amazing show. It is a great show, but I had such a bad experience that it actually turned me off from acting.
Really?
Yeah, it was right after COVID, so already it was nuts. We were shooting in Atlanta, and I was also pregnant. It was just so many things. The hours were insane. The show I'm proud of. I'm so happy to be a part of it, but it really turned me off. I was really miserable most of the time. And the girls, we started acting like we were actually in a group. I'm like, guys, we're acting. Like, we're not in a girls group. Like, why are we praying in the trailer before we shoot? Like, what the hell is happening here? Like, it got too crazy. Yeah. But I'm slowly coming back to it. I would love to get, maybe create, maybe be, exec producer on something that I do. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah.
And what about hosting?
I do really like hosting. I mean, I did the Mobos.
Yeah, what was that like? Because I watched some of the coverage from that.
Yeah, it was cool.
It looked like it looked like it went well, but that to me is a tough gig.
It was a lot going on. It was a bit slightly hectic, but I will say the Mobos team, the producers, they were great. And Eddie Caddy, he's amazing. He actually held me down.
What a funny bloke.
He's so funny. Yeah. And he had done it 2 years prior, so he kind of was like, just do this, excuse me. But it was cool. I mean, I was nervous because I hadn't hosted. I actually haven't hosted in years, but I would do it again. I would do it again. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so if that wasn't enough, You're now launching a new business.
I am, yes.
So tell us all about that.
Yeah, so it's a business the business is called Breathe and Believe, and it is a wellness business. Even though I hate that word, it's more wholeness. So people who know me, all my life, I use a lot of different modalities to chill myself out. Reiki or sound baths or meditation. And that's basically what we're doing. We're curating spaces for people to come to have a moment, 2 hours, 2.5 hours of peace and quiet or chill. But you also come to learn some things. So we'll have some different specialists or panels. Yeah, it's
So is it like a gym where you come to regularly,
no,
or is it like
it's not a gym. We're doing it in spaces that you normally really wouldn't think of doing it. We're not having people lay down because that's annoying unless you are at a gym. It's more kind of coming in just for some calm, for a bit of calm,
I'd love that.
and a little bit of community.
Yeah.
And it's something that I do all the time that I got asked to do over the last few years, where I was like, why are people asking me to do this? How do you know that I'm into this? And then I was like, you know what? Why don't I just try it?
Yeah.
So let's see what happens. So I'm excited about it.
Are you I don't know if this is a word. Are you a meditator?
I do. I'm not great. I'm not great. I'm not a great journaler either, but this is what this space is about. It's not about being perfect, because sometimes I also feel like wellness can feel elitist. It can make you feel bad about yourself. And the thing is, we're all trying to figure it the fuck out. You know, just come figure it out with other people who are trying to figure it out. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's meditating's tricky, isn't it? Because you sort of like midway through, I started getting really distracted.
Yeah.
And then I come out of it and I think that was a bad meditate. But you're not supposed to think like that. It's not supposed to be a competition.
But I also think there are many ways to meditate. And I think that sometimes people are like, be still your mind. Not many people can make their minds be still. You know, there's walking meditations. There's movement meditations. There's staring meditations. Like, there's so many different kinds. And also, I mean, I'm sure people will hate me for this. I am no expert in any way. If it stresses you out, don't do it.
Yeah.
Because wellness is not like, don't do it. And maybe you're not there yet. I don't know. But yeah, it shouldn't stress you out.
No, I did it. I got one of my kids to do it.
And how was that?
For 10 minutes.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah, he said it was dreadful.
Oh, God.
He did. He was quiet for the time.
But that's good.
He was, it was, but he said it was awful.
Oh, no. Well, maybe there's different ways.
Do you know what I thought, Eve, to be honest with you? I thought I'd had like a really amazing moment. And I thought this is going to be a story that I could tell people. So I said to him, I'm going to meditate. We're at Disney.
Yeah.
And I just said, I'm going out to the balcony to meditate. I just started getting into it.
Yeah, yeah.
And he goes, so what are you doing? And I said, I'll explain it to you. Come out. I said, we'll just do 10 minutes. Now I realise 10 minutes is too long.
It could have been.
For the first time.
Yeah.
11-year-old kid.
Oh, yeah, no.
At Disney?
Yeah.
Pardon?
I know.
At Disney?
I mean,
You chose to meditate at Disney?
It was just while we were on the Slinky Dog ride. No, we were.
That's the most insane place to...
I think that's cool.
No, hold on. Let me
It's
just
like you're there to have fun at a theme park.
I know, but meditation is supposed to be a part of your life, the way you live your life.
Can I just defend myself? And this is a kind of thing that I've had to deal with, is haters.
Not haters. Is he not just being curious?
We call them medi-haters, right? But basically, no, we were staying at Disney. So I wasn't in a theme park.
Oh my God,
I was
that's so
meditating.
funny.
I was meditating every morning, and then one morning I was going out to the balcony, and he said, "What are you going to do?" I didn't say. He didn't say to me, "Can we meditate?" And I said, "Not until we get to Disney." That's not how it happened. It was he noticed I was doing this thing every day, and he said, "Can I come and do it?" And it turned out it was awful for him.
No.
But I think
10 minutes is a lot for
I think I should have done 3 minutes or something like that.
3
Do you know
minutes.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even I do 3 minutes sometimes.
Yeah, same.
I'm using medi-haters now. That's
Yeah,
good.
so he's good. I
Love
just
that.
literally coined it. Come on,
Love
mate.
that.
Sounds like a good sitcom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, you live over here now.
I do. Yeah. I've been here almost 12 years.
12 years?
Yeah.
Do you love it?
I love it.
Do you
Actually, for real, love it.
Do you really?
More than I thought I would, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, when Max and I got married, I was kind of like 3 years tops,
Yeah.
3-4 years. And
And
now,
then what, you were going to get, you were going to basically, were you going to convince Max to move?
well, once the kids, because I have 4 bonus kids as well. And I was
Bonus
like,
kids, that's so
I got
good.
4 bonus kids. So like once they got older too, I was like, oh, well, we could probably live somewhere else. But to be honest, I really love it here.
Yeah.
I honestly, genuinely, it's crazy how much I feel at home here.
Yeah.
Yeah, like in my soul, in my spirit, I feel home.
Do you think culturally you're starting to feel more British now?
No. No, I am so American still. I will say though, it's funny, like on my socials now and stuff, when I do interviews and things, people are like, oh, I hear that British accent. Or like my friends will say to me, oh, did you hear what you just said? I obviously taken on some things, but I am so loud and American still.
Yeah. So you think, but you can't see yourself moving away anytime soon.
I mean, I'm definitely not moving to America now. Right now, like, let's give it a few.
It feels like, I think plans to move to America just put on pause for a little bit, right?
Yeah, it's, I will say my family and friends, thank God, are safe and have been safe and everything, but it's wild watching it from here. It's wild. So, yeah.
Yeah, and you're getting that slant on it, aren't you?
Yeah.
Do your kids and bonus kids think that it's cool? Do you think you're cool? Because they've basically got a hip hop legend in the family.
I think they do. I will say they're at that age where some of them send like drunk videos to me at night from the club when my song is on, and I really do feel cool.
That is cool.
And I'm like, I'll be like, be safe. So that is cool.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, Eve, we're going to play a little game that's called Misquoted. We play this every episode.
Okay.
It's Misquoted. I'm going to give you 5 quotes that you may or may not have said.
Oh, God.
And you've just got to tell me whether you said this or not.
Okay.
Okay. And there's no stakes here.
Okay.
It's just fun, in theory.
In theory.
Yeah. Okay. Here's your first one. When we first got together, he thought I was high maintenance because of how often I changed my hair. I had to say, no, I'm a black woman. This is not high maintenance. This is part of the culture.
Definitely said that to Max. I mean, he talked about my hair bonnet and my scrub gloves in his wedding speech. I was like, oh. So yeah, I definitely said that.
But he understands now.
Oh, now he gets it. Now he knows to ask, how long is the hair going to take? Like it used to be like, now he's like, can we go to dinner or should I just wait till tomorrow? And I'm like, yeah. So, yeah.
The, one of the things that, when I first got together with my wife is her understanding that I have to put 2 coats of cocoa butter on before I can even leave my bedroom. Do you know what I mean? It's like the level of moisturising.
No, you need the moisture.
And if you forget...
No, it's not cute.
You look like
I was in the car on the way here. Like, I can't look crusty dusty.
I know. You look like you're covered in spiders' webs. It's horrendous. Okay, well done. That was correct.
Okay.
Here's your next one. Marmite is the bomb.
Definitely not me. For sure. I have tried with this Marmite, even with those weird sticks that people bring out during Christmas. What are they called?
Twiglets.
Twiglets.
Yeah.
I've tried. If I'm drinking, maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Christmas drink with a Twiglet. I'm not mad.
You actually mentioned Twiglets in an interview with the Times. I'll give you the exact quote.
Okay.
During Christmas, I will have 4 of those fucking Marmite Twiggy things. But that's it.
Yep, that's how I feel.
Is Max into Marmite?
He loves it. Yeah, he loves it.
Because it's amazing.
Oh my God, toast. He'll do the toast thing at night with the Marmite. I'm like,
good.
oh my God.
It's so delicious.
It's really not, though. It's actually not.
It is.
It's actually not.
It actually is.
And I like salty things.
Yeah. It's so umami.
No, it's not umami. To me, it's not. It's like...
Is there anything in America like that? Like,
there's not really. Like
flavor,
not like a Marmite, a Vegemite, not that
flavor,
kind of thing.
just America would not have that shit, would
Oh,
they?
hell no.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Have you got into other British food like roasts?
I love a roast, of course. Love a roast, love a sticky toffee pudding.
Sticky toffee pudding.
I mean, the classic. I've even had, when I first used to come here, I don't see them as often. I don't know if people have been like, these suck or whatever, but banoffee pie.
Oh.
One of Max's friends used to buy them for me when I first started.
For me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's so good. So yeah, you guys do really good, like, with your puddings.
When I was a kid, they had this advert for like when ready meals first started becoming a thing. And it was, now I think about it, and I think the advert was so racist. But but it was basically this South Asian family, and they were like making the ready meals for each other. So the husband would come in, and he'd go, "What's for dinner?" And then his wife would go, "Shepherd's pie," and then he'd go, "Shepherd's pie," and then it would cut to them
God,
like hitting up a shepherd's pie.
shepherd's
And at the end of it, he'd go, "I'll never forget." It stayed with me from when I was a kid.
Oh my God.
Go, what are we having for pudding? And then she'd go, "Spotted dick," and then he'd look down the camera and go, "Spotted dick."
I mean, it's not a great name for it, but is it? It's not.
Spotted dick has sort of died a death, right?
I think so.
Does
Probably
anybody eat
because of the
spotted dick
name.
now?
I reckon you get it at some restaurants still, like posh ones.
Okay, here's your next one. You're 2 for 2, by the way. Congratulations. I'm a smother mother.
Definitely me. I am a smother mother.
What does that mean?
I just am like, give me cuddles, give me squeezes, give me like, and he's like, get off of me. Yeah, I am a smother mother. And Max is like, because he's like, oh, when he plays rugby, I was like, never. No, he's like, he's got to play. He's like, and I'm like, no, I have to put him in bubble wrap and make sure he's okay. Yeah, I'm such a smother mother.
Okay, you're 3 for 3.
Okay.
Here's your next one. My life's a sitcom, but sometimes you just have to laugh.
You know, I've said that actually in private to people. Have I ever said that out loud?
To The Guardian in 2019.
Okay, yeah, okay.
It was I'll give you the context. You're talking about something that happened on a school run.
Ah, yes. Okay. Yes. I was about to say, have I said that out loud? But yeah, because some days I do feel, not as much now. It was more school run things with my bonus kids where I was like, here is this rapper is now coming to the school gates and they know the parents, you know what I mean? And like one time I had to go to a school dance and one of the parents and the kids went to posh schools and one of the parents came up to me and was like, my husband loves Tupac. Come here, Eddie. Don't you listen to Tupac? And I was like, what is happening? Like, so yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would lose if you're on the school run and Eve turns up. It's just fucking wild, right? School run's difficult.
School run is stressful.
It's really hard. Okay, you are 4 for 4. Here's your last one.
Okay.
It took me years to speak to Prince normally. I'd say stuff like, "Do you know who you are? You're a genius."
Oh, yes, that's me. And I used to call him an alien as well. That has to be me.
Well, actually, we changed that. So that is
okay. I was going to say, I feel like...
you've done really well here because we took
Okay.
most of the quote and changed the last word.
Okay.
The first part is true, but you'd say, "Do you know who you are? You're an alien."
Yes. Which is like, I mean, I was still, it was Prince. Come on. Like, the fact that he even knew who I was, I think about this sometimes. Like, I know I think there's is it a 10-year anniversary of something with his right now I was looking at, and I was just like, this man knew who I was. Like, and I got to hang out with him sometimes and perform with him is insane. Like, and I just used to look at him like, you're so far beyond what we are.
Yeah.
You know,
did you feel that? Because, the things that you obviously think about his musical genius.
Yeah.
But also, he had, his authenticity and his insistence on doing what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
Regardless of what anybody wanted from him.
Yeah.
Was
How
pretty
huge.
amazing,
back
right?
then. How huge.
Yeah.
How huge. Like, no, he was such an incredible artist in person, and sad that he's not here.
Yeah.
Would love to hear what he would do right now.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah.
What was he like to hang out with?
Oh, my God. He was so chill. Like, he was so cool. I mean, you see how he adorned himself, but he would just talk about cool shit, like, and ask you about yourself. He was very attentive, like, yeah, man, very supportive, praised you, like, as an artist, like, you're doing so good. And, like, he was great. He was amazing.
There's an amazing video, Kevin Smith, the director, talking about he was supposed to be doing a documentary.
Yeah.
Of like Prince asked him to do this documentary.
Yeah.
And then midway through the thing, he was just like, this isn't working out. Like, we can't.
Prince said this.
No, Kevin Smith was
okay.
I can't, like, what he wants us to do is not going to work. Do you know what I mean? Because I think Prince wanted him to do a documentary, but then made no concessions to it being a documentary. He was just doing whatever he was doing. So Kevin Smith was like, obviously Prince is amazing.
Yeah.
And so now I don't think I can make this film. You need to get somebody better at this sort of thing than me. You know? So I think it was like he spoke to they went to leave, and Prince was like somewhere, and he said to Prince's assistant, can you let Prince know, like, I'm really sorry, but I don't feel this is going to be the right thing, and you know, it was an honour to be asked, but and he said, you're going to have to tell Prince that. And he said, why is that? He goes, because we don't tell Prince no.
I was like, yeah. I used to hear that. I never, it's funny, I'd never been around his people in that sense. Maybe because he brought me in. But I used to hear that a lot. And that also, he was one of the people, which did happen to me, he would tell you, like, so I knew a month before, or I was told a month before that Prince wanted to do this song with me, and it's when he calls, you have to drop everything and go immediately. And he did that to everyone, basically. But of course you did. Like, you dropped, I don't care what you were doing. But yeah, he was very much like that.
I mean, that system only works if nobody else does that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you're waiting on 6 calls with that person from different people for whom you have to drop everything and go immediately, that's tricky. That becomes tricky to manage.
It would be. Yeah.
Right, Eve, you've been absolutely unbelievable.
Thank you for having me.
We have got one final question. The team love viral clips.
Okay.
And so the way that we tackle this is by asking you to tell us something exclusive or something you've never said publicly before. It can be as trivial as you like or as big as you like. What? Is there anything that springs to mind?
That I've never, ever, ever said before? Or
that you can remember. I mean,
that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I mean, such an open book. I don't really
We touched a bit
know.
on like collaborations earlier.
Yeah.
And you were saying, like, you know, you might get in there and see if it works. And if it doesn't, you bin it. Have you ever tried to collab with someone and it hasn't worked?
Yes. I did.
Let's not talk about it. I thought it was good. I thought it was good.
No,
I had a good time. And I thought we should have released it, but you know, it's up to you.
I mean, you know, I did a song with a singer. This was years and years and years ago. We were in the same studio. I did the remix. She has such a shitty attitude. I quoted so much for this verse that I knew she was going to say no.
Yeah.
And she did, and I was so happy. And I was like, this stank ass. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I would never say that. But yeah, so one time. But since then, as we've matured, we've seen each other, and it was all good.
Oh, well, that's good.
So, yeah. So,
okay. All right, well, listen, Eve.
Yes.
As I said, you are a legend.
Thank you.
But you wear it so lightly. It's been such a pleasure to chat to you.
Same.
Please.
Thank you for having me.
Give it up for Eve, everybody. Yo, thanks for watching and listening to the Romesh Ranganathan show. Sup, y'all? It's genuinely lovely that so many of you keep coming back. But I'm hearing rumours, nay, hearsay and conjecture that some of you haven't subscribed yet. If you haven't, now's the time. Follow the show wherever you get your podcasts so you don't miss episodes. We've got new episodes every Monday and Thursday. Mondays are big guest conversations where we talk about what they're up to and have a laugh. And Thursdays are me and my mum Shanthi answering your questions and family dilemmas, as well as burning off any self-esteem I've got knocking about. So I'll see you on Thursday when mum takes over. If you've got a problem, a story or a family dilemma, send it to podcast@rangaby.com. Voice note or text us on 07731 623 355. That's 07731 623 355. We love getting you involved, and you might hear yourself in a future episode. Plus, it means less content for us to generate. See you next time.
Oh, shut up, Romesh.